What's up, guys? So today's video is my blog and what's going to be on it this month. If you follow my blog, you'll know that I got about halfway through last month's story and then it just kind of stopped. That wasn't on purpose. It was a creative mental block, and I had only just figured out where I'm kind of gonna I know where I want it to end. It's just getting there in a way that still kind of gives character growth and stuff. Writing is both the easiest and most difficult thing anyone could ever do. It all really depends on how kind of passionate you are about your subject, or how loyal you're wanting to stay to certain facts or ideas. And considering that the main character of that story is based on a friend that I had in high school, and the storyline itself is based on part of a play that she wrote, was the part of the play that she wrote for our group performance. I want to remain as loyal to that as possible so that everyone can understand why my friend is the most amazing person ever. So it wasn't just simply because I couldn't be bothered, it was because I wanted to remain loyal to my subject. This month, however, after I kick my ass into gear and finish off those 5 parts that I still have remaining, I'm going to see if I still have time to squeeze in this month's story, which will be based around the very original idea was sort of a superhero type thing, with the main characters having kind of like elemental powers was the basic idea. Since then I've had another idea surface that's gone with the elemental thing, that's taken away the superhero part and given it more of a supernatural feel. Smaller elements within this idea that I'm working on with a different friend kind of link back to other stories that I either have written or will write. So obviously, because it's a supernatural one, we've gone with the major, I think there's four kind of horror icons for supernatural stuff. So you got witches, vampires, werewolves, and then ghosts and zombies and like the undead. Which obviously the ghosts fits in with the first one that's on my blog. When you scroll all the way to the bottom, was Ghost Town. There was another one, it was Wolf in Sheep's Clothing or something like that. It was all about spirit animals and stuff, so that's where the werewolf kind of fits into it. I did one on a whole circle of witches, so the witch kind of fits in. So the only thing that I haven't really touched on is vampires, and that's because vampires have kind of been done to death in other books. So in order to keep with their elemental abilities, the zombie that I've got is kind of like a Frankenstein's monster, so it has like electric abilities since it was reanimated by lightning. So it's still got like some of the lightning coursing through its body and has limited electrical abilities. The vampire, because its body is cold as death, it's got like ice powers and stuff. The werewolf being a very earthly creature, like the wolf is a very earthly creature, and it kind of has the whole like to do with like nature and stuff in various tribal mythologies, etc. It's got kind of like earth related powers, so like plant manipulation and the ability to, you know, control rock formations and that kind of thing, which leaves the witch with 5 powers, since like the most common thing for a witch to do is conjure a fireball. And so going with those 4 things, they have those abilities, and it's just a part of who they are. It's not a major focus of the actual story. They just have those abilities, and like the witch might use it to light a fire in her fireplace, but she's not gonna actively be going out and trying to set fire to villages. There is going to be kind of I know it was last month, but it's going to have kind of a gay pride kind of thing going through it, and also like a love triangle type thing, and all sorts of. It's going to be well fleshed out character-wise as just basic characters of who the actual people that are behind the vampire with ice powers actually are. So yeah, it's kind of a really cool concept. It's set during the Salem witch trials, so not only does the witch have to compete to keep their partner from one of the other characters, but they also then have to try and protect everyone from humans who want to kind of like wipe out the supernatural. And so it's kind of interesting the way the whole story kind of works. It is the only one of my stories that actually has, that I can think of off the top of my head, that actually has a basis in real world time setting. Every other story that I have exists on my own fictional planet, in a different fictional universe, at one point or another. So that's kind of what I'm building up to with all my stories, is that they will eventually, you'll start to see that like that character's there and there and there and there, and you can kind of sort of follow their storyline if you understand which comes first and which doesn't. But yeah, so I've got a lot of writing to do for my blog this month. So yeah, I'm gonna leave this video here and get onto it, so that I'm not completely destroyed by the end of the month. But if you guys liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section down below if there's anything you'd like to see me write about, or some kind of idea. Maybe it might be just a line of dialogue that you want to see in the story itself, or something that the characters you do, or leave that in the comment section down below, and if I use it, I will post the link to that particular section of the story so that you can read it, and kind of follow along with a story that you helped write. So yeah, and if you haven't already, guys, please hit the subscribe button. I make videos every day, and it would be great for you to come and join me on this adventure. And until next time, guys, keep raising hell.